Hello everyone, my name is HF Towel, and this is my hardcore Pokemon Emerald Nuzlocke. I have done a few of these personally in my past, however, this is the first one that I am doing on stream. This Nuzlocke includes a lot of crazy moments, mainly a tale of heartbreak, multiple pop-offs, and winning when the odds were only 1%. This actually might have been the craziest Nuzlocke I have ever done. That is not even clickbait. The ending in the Elite Four was actually something to behold. Starting off, the rules are quite simple. We are doing Nuzlocke basic rules, where I must only catch the first Pokemon of each route, and I will be playing with Dupe's Claws. If a Pokemon faints, it dies forever and goes into the cemetery box to never be used again. I must name every Pokemon, and the naming theme will be chosen by chat or myself depending. And now adding the hardcore Nuzlocke rules, there will be no items allowed in battle aside from held items, and I cannot overlevel the next gym leader, hence the level cap that will be always on screen. And lastly, I added my own few personal rules, where the number of Pokemon the gym leader uses, I must match that amount of Pokemon. And lastly, I will not be using a calculator for any of this. I don't find it fun, and I think my own damage ranges are pretty good, so it saves time and it makes it more fun for me. And with that, let's get Attempt 1 rolling. And starting with Attempt 1, the naming theme is basically just random letters I decided to put together. But I wanted to introduce how I choose my starter, as that is the first important decision. Ideally, some people choose to choose their starter, however I go with randomizing, and the way I do that is with the last digit of my trainer ID. So here's what we do. For our starter, people like to do like a D20, people do like, you don't roll a 3-sided dice or some shit like that. What I do is the last number of the trainer ID. So we have a 3. So if it's 1, 2, 3, it's the left slot. 4, 5, 6 is the middle slot. 7, 8, 9 is the right slot. If I ever get a 0, I can choose my starter. However, we have a 3. So that means we're gonna go with the left slot Pokemon. Continuing forward onto our first attempt, we get Trico. Trico is a very good Pokemon, especially for Roxanne, as we'll see later. However, for my attempt 1, we actually lose it immediately because I accidentally close out. Alt F? No. Fuck, what was it? Alt F4? No, I closed the fucking game! And by that, that is going to count as our attempt 1, and now we go on to attempt 2. The naming theme is basically the same thing, and we of course get Trico once again. But this time, we actually get to Roxanne. And the first thing to note is that the Pokemon before Roxanne have a lot of trouble with her. Roxanne is a Rock-type gym leader, and a lot of the Pokemon you get prior to that are Bug, Normal, Dark, things that Rock can defend very strongly. So finding the right Pokemon in your routes will help you tremendously against Roxanne. To explain further, the level cap is 15, and all of the starters in this game evolve at level 16, so none of your starters will get their second evolution before you have to fight this gym. Typically, the only Pokemon that are effective against Roxanne are Wingull, Marill, Lotad, and Seedot. Seedot and Lotad do evolve into their secondary forms, and they can be really good, but if you happen to find them. Wingull will die in one Rock Tomb, and Marill has very low special attack. If you happen to start with Mudkip or Trico, they can help tremendously out in the gym, however they typically need a secondary Pokemon. Seeing as you can only bring 3, you're really hoping you get something that can be somewhat strong against her Nose Pass, as it is only Rock type and it's kinda hard to get around that. This attempt continues with Trico and our Lombre able to work together to cook Roxanne, making this a very easy first gym. Continuing our second attempt, we immediately go straight to Brawly, who is actually going to be one of the easiest gyms at this game. Some people might remember playing this game thinking it was very hard. However, it turns out if you have a Wurmple, which is quite common to find, both evolutions, Beautyfly and Dustox, they either have Gust or Confusion and quadruply resist a fighting type Pokemon. Whether it be Bug and Poison or Bug and Flying, they both can handle all of Brawly's Pokemon by themselves, making Brawly the easiest gym leader of all the 8. Our first actual roadblock is going to be our third gym leader, Watson. Watson is a gym leader that will test the encounters that you have found, and with attempt 2, unfortunately, our Grovyle died to a Gulpin because we were distracted looking at chat. I'm a fucking idiot! I'm an actual moron. Why did I not think about that? I'm trolling. I thought I could just do that. Bro, oh my god. Yes, this is not the last time this will happen. Anywho, the encounters we got on attempt 2 do not do a very good job at dealing with an electric type gym leader. The Voltorb can use self-destruct. The Manectric will absolutely run our shit in. It is very fast and hits very hard. On top of that, it has a Magneton with Sonic Boom and another Thunder move that can absolutely wreck us. For attempt 2, our best team bringing into this is going to be Aron, Nincada, Mightyena, and is that a fucking Gulpin? Did I bring a Gulpin to this gym leader? And on top of that, I only had one death. Encounter routing is just incredibly painful if you really want to min-max for the right encounters. And just going raw does not work for you because you get this team, which as you can assume, we got completely floored, as these 4 Pokemon cannot deal with the problems that Watson has. Anywho, we go to attempt 3, and our naming scheme is that Jello flavors? Bow ties, bro, mods, ban him, kick him out of here. Oh yeah, and by the way, we get Trico for the 3rd time. So once again, we do a Trico Lombre combo, which sweeps Roxanne. Oh, we lost Trico again before Watson. Well, anywho, we go back to Brawly, which of course we sweep, and finally catch our way back to Watson. At least for attempt 3, our Pokemon are a little bit better. We have a Sableye, a Gloom, a Swellow, and again, a Mightyena. But before you type anything, because I see you typing, you schemy mother, you're asking me, why did I bring a Swellow, a flying type, to an electric type gym leader? And let me tell you, if it ever gets to a point where Manectric or Electrike have howled enough to have them hit very hard with their quick attacks, and I would actually prefer them use Shockwave over that physical attack, I could bring in Swellow, which would bait out an electric type move, as I swap into Gloom, who can resist the electric type move, allowing Gloom to take less damage overall as opposed to a double howled quick attack. I also didn't have a lot of options, so that's kind of like a thing too. I'm pretending that I am smart, but honestly, this gym fucking sucks. Anyway, we lost again, because those 4 Pokemon are still not enough. And that brings us to attempt 4, where we finally get a Torchic. And our naming theme it's fucking restaurants. Did I just name this fucking thing Chick-fil-A? Are we already out of ideas? As I've talked about earlier, having a Torchic actually makes Roxanne really, really hard, because we no longer have a Trico or a Mudkip that can basically cook this gym leader. Also, Torchic doesn't get double kick until level 16. So with our encounters, we do not get a C-Dot or a Lotad, we instead get a Meryl, which is very fortunate for us. With Meryl not having a lot of special attack, we're basically hoping that Meryl can do everything she can against Roxanne. And yeah, Meryl does everything that she is supposed to do, allowing Poochyena to come in and bite the Nose Pass after all of the potions have been wasted. However, we will always, forever, remember Chuck E. Cheese, our Meryl, for being essentially our only out in this gym leader. Chuck E. Cheese, you will be remembered. And just like that, Brawly was easy, and now we're back to Watson for the 3rd time. However, with Combuskin, we actually have something a lot better against the Magneton and maybe the Manectric. But with this fight, we finally get a lucky break by burning the Manectric as we swap into Gloom, who helps us beat him down with Acid. And of course, Magneton being double kicked, we have done everything we can on the hardest Pokemon here, only losing 2 Pokemon, with it being Nincada and Dustox, who are no longer useful after Brawly. Having to only bring 4 Pokemon here is causing a huge problem. However, with attempt 4, we finally make it past Watson and now have our furthest attempt. We make our way to Flannery, the 4th gym leader, the fire type gym leader. She could be very scary with overheats, as seen here in our first attempt with Hot Pot, where he gets one shot by a fire move that he already resists. However, we have a few water types at this point in the game, and a guaranteed Graveler if we choose to take it. It's not the hardest fight, however, it can get out of control with Flannery's Torkoal. It does no attract. It also has a white flower, which allows it to hit 2 full-powered overheats against my team. The defense on Torkoal is also very high. However, we make it out with only 2 deaths, and ones that we can deal with, that being our own Torkoal and a Soul Rock. Moving forward once more, there is no in-between part between Flannery and Norman, the normal type 5th gym leader. The trainers in Norman's gym can be scary, but if you bring something that hits fast and hard, you can pretty much make it through all of them. The main issue is of Norman himself. And mainly, I'm talking about his slacking. I mean, just look at the stats. This thing has incredible stats that is equal to a legendary Pokemon, if not then some. However, as everyone might know, its ability is truant, which means every time it uses an attack, the next turn, it must slack off and do nothing. This can be exploited by using an attack that we get from the fossil guy that teaches us the TM to learn Dig. So briefly, as I show the beginning of this fight, allow me to talk about speed for a second, and why this stat might be the most important stat in all of Pokemon. How it works is quite simple. If 2 Pokemon are fighting each other and one has a higher speed stat, it will use its attack first, making the slower Pokemon attack second. We will be using this to our advantage against Norman. As shown, when the slacking comes out, we're going to switch into a Pokemon that we're willing to sacrifice. This is known as sacking. So that our true star will come in during the turn it can't attack and be able to play. On the second turn of combat, since this Machoke is slower, slacking will attempt to use an attack, which will fail, and then we will use the dig move and go underground. Once again going to the third turn, since slacking is faster than our Machoke, it will attack first, missing us, and we will attack second, hitting the slacking. Onto the fourth turn, it will attack first, however, because it attacked last turn, it must slack off, and we can go back underground. As long as the slacking dies within the 10 uses that Dig has, this will always work against the slacking, the most scariest Pokemon of this gym. This is known as the Norman strat. After Norman, our next goal is the 6th gym leader, the flying type known as Winona. At this point in the game, there's no longer simple strategies. We must plan how to defeat each Pokemon, knowing who they will bring in and what moves they intend to use, so that we can switch in something that doesn't die to their move. It's a lot of forward thinking and trying to predict what the AI is going to choose. We also get to a point where we have to worry about the potions and full restores more often. As I explained before with Roxanne, potions will heal the Pokemon, but at this point in the game, they will start to use things that heal them to their full health. A full restore or a hyper potion, bringing them from almost dead to full health, is the same as having to fight the Pokemon all over again. One of the strategies we'll use is to force our opponent to use their big potions on weaker Pokemon that we can deal with easily. This is better than having to fight our opponent's strongest Pokemon multiple times. Something we can do, you can see here, is use moves that won't faint the enemy Pokemon in one hit, and instead put them to a low health range, influencing the opposing gym leader to waste a full restore on a Pokemon who is not as much of a problem. We get a team together, and our plan is simple for Winona. So our strategy is this. Winona is to have their first Pokemon use Perish Song. As shown on screen, Perish Song makes both Pokemon faint within the next 3 turns. The strategy was for Swablu to faint itself as I swap into a Pokemon that would prompt anything else but Altaria so that we can draw out as many full restores as possible. However, something worse actually happens that I forgot about. I forgot that if a gym leader's Pokemon is going to die by an effect such as Perish Song, it will swap out instead. Because of this, Winona still has a full restore, and the Altaria is out. I'll let Past Towel explain the rest. However, we got a fucking problem. But also probably the best case scenario. Altaria is already out, and we've only used 1 potion. It's between Strength and Dragon Rage. Basically, we're going to be fighting head-on and not switching the entire battle. We're going to hope that in a 1v1, Captain D can just take care of it himself. Which means my strength probably won't do a lot of damage, so we're better off doing a Dragon Rage, which is a guaranteed 40 health. Please do not Dragon Dance. It probably will because I'm faster. Yep, that's 1 Dragon Dance. This is when it gets scary. However, because of this, we know we kill in 3 turns. A Dragon Dance twice. Okay, this is terrifying. Captain D might die here. Now, this is in potion range, but it has a citrus berry, or an orange berry, I forgot. Wait. If she heals, it's what we expect. If she doesn't heal, she dies. I think her health is below 40. She didn't heal. Please live. Jess, please kill. Yes, let's go! Let's go! Let's go! And with that, Winona has been defeated, and we get the 6th gym badge. After defeating Winona, Team Magma and Team Aqua are doing some fuck shit, causing a ruckus. I don't fucking know what they're doing. They're trying to make land, they're trying to make water. I just work here, dog. But what happens, the worst thing that happens, is we gotta fight Moxie again, and online told me I didn't have to fight him, but here I am having to fight him, and he's like 5 or 6 levels above me, and he faints 3 of my favorite Pokemon because I'm gonna die here, so I have to sack them. Why would he? However our deaths, we will push forward. The losses hurt, but it will not stop this run. After stopping Team Magma and Team Aqua doing, again, I don't really know, that water, something like that, we make our way to Tate and Liza. This is the 7th gym leader of Emerald, being a psychic type, and one that has us do a double battle, meaning that each of us are going to have 2 Pokemon out at the same time. Our strategy here is to have a Machoke that is slightly pre-damage, as to guarantee that both of Tate and Liza's Pokemon will Psychic it as we swap it out into a Dark-type Pokemon. As a Dark-type Pokemon is immune to Psychic, it will take no damage, allowing our Gyarados to do a free Surf. However... Exactly. I'm faster than the Claydol, but slower than the Xatu. It's good to know. That was not as much damage at all for what I thought was going to happen. This is a problem. Holy shit, this is a problem. I expected that Surf to do a lot more damage. That was like no damage. We need to bite the Xatu, so the Xatu does not do Sunny Day. They're going to both Psychic Captain D, I think. That was a critical hit. Oh my god, that's so bad. Yeah, how about you guys here? Now we're actually gonna bring out Bonefish, because they're both gonna Psychic now, and I gotta hope Bonefish somehow lives 2 Psychics. They Sunny Day'd. That's a waste of a move, but it's lowering my Surfs. Oh, I know why it is! It's gonna use Solar Ray. Or Solar Beam. It's over. And with that, we have lost our run and have to start all over. Attempt 4 has been defeated. And you might think, why would someone do this? Why would someone get so far into a run, get all the way to the 7th gym leader, lose, and be willing to restart all over again? How do you have the motivation to restart from the bottom, all the way at the beginning? And it's for the content, baby! Pull up attempt 5! Alright, so we lost attempt 5. We lost our Trico to Roxanne, but it's okay, we go to attempt 6! But for real though, attempt 6, we get a Mudkip as our starter. For those who don't know, Mudkip is considered the best starter in Hoenn. Someone who can rival Roxanne by themselves, Watson by themselves, and Flannery by themselves. Taking out 3 of the early game blocks by themselves. On top of this, we get a Tailo, a very strong normal flying type Pokemon, one that you'll be seeing very soon. And on top of that, we also get the 5% routes encounter on the one route that it can spawn at. This run might actually do it. This run has a lot of potential. We beat all of the first 4 gym leaders very flawlessly, only losing 2 Pokemon that we were willing to sack because they had used their potential already. We defeat Norman with the same dig strats, and now we're back to Winona. Just that easy. This run is strong. With the new additions, our Winona strategy is even better. Our Tailo has evolved into a Swellow, giving it the Guts ability. Guts is a very, very strong ability. What it means is that if the Pokemon is paralyzed, poisoned, burned, any status effect, it will hit 50% harder. And on top of this, we defeated Norman, who gave us an ability called Facade, a 70 power move that if afflicted by a status effect, becomes a 140 power move. So not only are we hitting with a hard move equivalent to a hyper beam, the Guts ability makes it even stronger than that. Allow me to show you the power of Guts Swallow. Perfect. Altaria's not strong right now. I don't know if Aerial Ace Crit kills me here. I don't think it will. I don't know if Facade will kill. I'm faster. Oh my god, Maroon! Oh my, one shot! Just one shot the Altaria! That was disgusting! Bro, is Maroon the GOAT? This just might be the run. We defeat Team Magma and Team Aqua again, and make it back to where Attempt 4 was, and now even stronger. With only 2 deaths, this really can be the run. But first, we must redeem ourselves. Tate and Liza, our hardest roadblock yet. Can our better encounters be enough to take them out? This time we strategized for even longer, and came up with better lines, better Pokemon. So I will let once again Past Towel show you guys. It's time! Facade and Dragon Breath kills Claydol here, and we both go faster. Xatu did Sunny Day! Okay, wait, that's actually huge. That's actually big. We're gonna have another Facade, should one-shot the Xatu, and now because of Sunny Day, our Solar Beam can go straight onto the Lunatone. I don't see it killing, but I see it doing a lot of damage. Xatu one shot, let's go. So Solrock's out with a boosted flamethrower. We know Solrock's gonna Solar Beam Royal. Does the other AI know that it's gonna do that and decide to Psychic Maroon? If so, I can stall a turn. Solar Beam, I do that every time. Okay, Solar Beam. Bark, you eat those. You eat those for breakfast. Okay. I was right. It did try to Psychic on Maroon. I have to go for the kill here. I have to hope I kill Lunatone right now. Fly and Feint Attack. Guts, hold it. That might be range. Yes! Yes! Holy fuck! If that doesn't kill, I lose. That's the crazy thing. If I don't kill there, I lose. Because it Hyper Potions and I can't stop the double Calm Mind Lunatone. We're not out yet though. Can you live? Oh, 7's Maroon. I did not want to lose you. Oh, 7's Maroon. If it's Solar Beams, that'd be so nice. If it's Sunny Days. Holy shit, that's some damage on you, Bark. It's Solar Beamed. I woke up. It's dead. Yes. Tate and Liza are gone. Yes! Oh my god! The demon falls! Never surrender! And with that, our deaths go to 4. The death of Altaria hurts, but losing Maroon, our Swallow, hurts the most. Altaria used its potential up until this moment, but Maroon, our Swallow, had more potential. It could have made it to the Elite Four team and done extremely well there. However, we push forward. When one falls, we must continue, and that is what we do. And out of nowhere, we have to fight with Steven, and Steven gets 2 of my mons killed and almost ends our entire run because Steven decided not to use an attack and just kept using Protect over and over again. Oh, that was fun. Anywho, we found God. We make our way to Gym 8, the Water-type gym leader, Juan. And we still have our strong Pokemon, but even with that, we still have to plan all the same. We plan a perfect line that will help us deal with 4 of Juan's Pokemon with no trouble. However, his 5th Pokemon, the Kingdra, does give us a lot of problems. Our newest addition to the team, Indigo, or Starmie, makes their debut and is able to PP stall the Kingdra to death, something that only Indigo could have done. This Pokemon might be the GOAT. Okay, so PP stalling is whenever like you are like you're fighting for so long that like each of the moves kind of like run out of uses. So like if all 4 of your moves like don't have any PP, they can't be used again, and you get to struggling and basically you're not doing anything because you ran out of uses on the moves. And that's what Indigo did. That was pretty cool. We also got close to misplaying on a Victory Road encounter, a duo, where they had another Slacking and they had a Gardevoir who changed their abilities. Basically, Slacking, a broken Pokemon balanced by its ability, no longer has this bad ability and is instead practically a legendary, smashing into my entire team. So yes, we lose a guy, but we clutch. And with that, we have made it to the Elite Four. For those who have made it this far and don't know how the Elite Four works, let me quickly explain. Basically, you can only bring one team of 6, and you must defeat 4 of the hardest trainers in a row. For Nuzlocking, this means if one of my Pokemon faints, they are once again considered dead and cannot be used for the rest of the trainers ahead of us. On top of that, after the Elite Four, after all 4 of them are defeated, there is still one more trainer, the Champion, making it a 5-trainer run. You must defeat them all with the same team without losing all 6 of your Pokemon. This is the most challenging moment of any Nuzlocke. You have to bring the right team. You have to bring the right moves. You have to do everything correctly if you want to win here. Can I win here? Or will I go back to the beginning once more? But first, we plan. I spend plenty and plenty of time planning, trying to find the perfect 6 Pokemon to bring. And here is what I came up with. Firstly, we have Gold, our Manectric. If things are low, this girl is fast and does very high damage. She will be our killer. Secondly, we have Periwinkle, our Crobat, who is also fast, but has very good typing, being poison and flying and fast and high attack, making it surprisingly tanky. And thirdly, we have Bark, one who has been there for Tate and Liza, and been there for Juan, so it only makes sense to bring our GOAT, Bark, the Shiftry, into the Elite Four. His Grass and Dark typing can be very helpful for this type of Elite Four, being able to be used for safe swaps, surprisingly good damage, and all around very good for this Elite Four. And I'm also biased because I like this. I like Shiftry. It's pretty cool. And fourthly, our late draft pick, Indigo, someone who has shown up out of nowhere and been extremely strong for us. It is another flex pick, high damage, fast, tanky, and it has the move Recover, able to heal itself with its own move. This will be very strong in keeping itself alive and increasing its effectiveness. Fifthly, we have is that a Linoon? Is that a I'm bringing a Linoon to the Elite Four? Nah, bro. Trust and you will see. And for our 6th Pokemon, our box did not have the right encounters to deal with the 3rd Elite Four member known as Glacia. She is scary. She has high speed, high damage, explosions. There's not a lot of options in our box that we have. We decided to bring Crawdaunt. This thing can resist the Ice-type moves, and we could teach it Brick Break, a fighting-type move that is super effective against her Ice-type Pokemon. If all goes well here, this should be able to one-shot everything that Glacia has. And there you have it. That is our 6 Pokemon. Let's see if they have what it takes to challenge the Elite Four and champion of Pokemon Emerald. I don't believe I could show you the passion, the anxiety, everything that was going on in my head during that moment. So I feel the only way to do it justice is to once again have Past Towel take care of it. Enjoy. All right, you and me. Let's enjoy a battle that can only be staged here in the Pokemon League. Let's fucking do this. Let's fucking do this. All right, I'm not worried about Sydney. Sydney is just severely underleveled from the cap. I am a whole 12 levels above his starter Pokemon. I will one-shot for free usually. I did not do a lot of research because I'm just assuming I'm going to wipe the floor with him. So I'm kind of hoping nothing tricky gets pulled up out of nowhere. Oh, I obviously that was always going to kill. I'm 12 levels above him. Double team. Okay. Before we let that get out of hand, I really need Indigo to hit an Ice Beam here. That's what I'm talking about. That's my fucking boy right there. That's my fucking boy. That should kill because it's twice effective. Phenomenal. Once again, as expected. Next is Cacturn. Also what I expected. However, once again, being 12 levels above, Ice Beam should one-shot. It can hit me pretty hard, but I'm pretty sure this kills. That's what I'm fucking talking about. Exactly what the fuck I'm talking about. Crawdaunt. Even better. Once again, this thinks that it can do a lot of damage to me because I'm a psychic type. However, I am faster, and you have no special defense. T-Bolt kills. Also, none of his Pokemon have like a dark type move. It's kind of cringe. Last is Absol. This thing has a lot of high-hitting moves and Swords Dance. The thing about it is that we're not even going to do a whole lot. We're just going to T-Bolt it twice and it should die. These both, I think, do the same stats. We're just going to T-Bolt. This should do a little over half. Perfect. And it did a Swords Dance. That's actually exactly what we wanted. Now, we're hoping that the Citrus Berry does not put it out of kill range. That's a little scary. I think we still kill, though. It's a range, though. That definitely looks like a range. Fuck, that is a range. That's crazy. We actually missed it. Rock Slide Swords Dance. That's actually a little scary. Oh, shit, mama. Gonna heal. We're gonna pull out Crimson here. Now that the Absol is paralyzed, luckily, our Crawdaunt will go first. Because Paralyze halves the opponent's speed. And we have a Brick Break on a 120 attack Demon. This should one-shot. Okay. That's fucking scary. However... Oh shit, full restore. It healed the Paralyze. It might be faster than me now.
Hello guys, Editor Towel here. Obviously I'm faster than this Absol, so if I just attack, I win. But in my mindset at the time, I thought I could be slower. Obviously I'm faster, it's gonna be fine, but since I thought I was slower, I decided to switch here, making it a little bit more complicated than it had to be.
You missed. Okay, cool. I was about to say, that move is an 80% accuracy. That should miss at some point. And there it is. That is Sydney, the first Elite Four member, down. However, he is the easiest of them all. Alright. PB, you might be wondering why the fuck I have a Linoon. Linoon is not a strong Pokemon. However, if their first Pokemon allows this thing to do a belly drum, he will one-shot and be faster than every Pokemon on the enemy team. He will one-shot everything. The problem is, her first Pokemon has Curse. If it curses, we're kind of fucked. So come on, just try and see if you can even inflict damage on my Pokemon. Okay. Okay. Dude, my voice is actually going. Linoon will one-shot this entire gym leader. Or Elite Four member. He just has to not press Curse. I will be faster. He pressed Protect! Yes! Yes! Okay. And just like that, we just won the entire battle. Shadow Ball. We just won that entire battle. Desert Mira will one-shot the entire thing. I am faster than all 5 of his Pokemon. My Belly Drum has put me to max attack. I am doing 3 times the damage currently. At the cost of half my health. Because I am simply faster than everybody on his team. The only one who might be able to compete is the second Banette, but I don't believe she's faster than me. This Banette might. Very might. But it's not. And the last Dusclops is definitely not. And this is why you bring a Linoon to the Elite Four. Because her world just got rocked. That was the easiest. All because she did not press curse. That is 2 of 5 trainers down. We're at arguably the hardest one. Because our answers to this are not that strong because we focused on other gym leaders. This is where Crawdot comes in. It would please me to no end if I could go all out against you. Alright, Glacia. Aside from the champion, this is going to be the hardest one. We're going to start with Crimson. Crimson should be resistant to every single move that Glacia can use. He also has shell armor, meaning he cannot be crit. With Brick Break, I'm almost positive he will one-shot everybody, but we can be double sure on Swords Dance. A problem. This Celio has Encore. If it uses Encore, I'll be stuck in Swords Dance and not able to attack, and I have to swap out. It is most likely going to use Hail. Also not my favorite, but I think I can deal with it. I just don't know if Brick Break just one-shots. Like, going against the Absol, I thought I was going to one-shot the Absol, but it doesn't. Swords Dance. I'm faster than the Celio. That's actually really good. If it hails, it's not a problem anymore. It hailed. Nice. I will take damage. That is fine. Hail does not boost any Ice-type moves. That is only Rain and Sunny Day. This is simply just tick damage. I will go first. I will Brick Break, and it will instantly kill this. One Swords Dance should be enough. Celio's pretty beefy. I got a crit anyway. Is the second Celio. That's interesting. This is 2 levels higher. I expect it to be slower than the first one. It's possible I'm slower than this one. It can attract me here. That'd be scary. But I'm still faster. Still faster. That's awesome. That is awesome. Send him to me. Send him to me. Next. Is it gonna be Walrein? Oh, it's Galele. It is the level 52 Galele. This is interesting. Okay, this is interesting. Here, I expected her to send out the level 50 Galele first. The reason that is important, the difference, is that this Galele that's on the field has Explosion. While I cannot be crit, which thank God, I think Explosion by itself will kill Crimson. However, the AI does not like using Explosion at high health. They're strongly discouraged from doing it. But that does not mean they won't do it. It is entirely possible. This Galele definitely outspeeds me. It will probably use Shadow Ball or Ice Beam. I take both of those. It's probably going to Shadow Ball. Please do not explode. Ice Beam. Okay. Okay. Don't freeze, 10%. It fucking froze me. I should have gave it a fucking... It fucking froze me, dude. I put a Citrus Berry on it. I should have put a fucking... I should have put the Antifreeze Berry on. I don't think I have other options. It's possible I can dethaw on the first turn, but it's very unlikely. I cannot be crit, but I can stay in comfortably for one more turn. Frozen Solid. You have one more turn to break out, man. It hailed. You actually have 2 more turns to break out. Frozen Solid. Does the hail hurt me if I'm frozen? It does. Come on, man. Come on, break out, please. Break out of the fucking freeze. I died at the hail. I'm solid, bro. I cannot believe that. I cannot believe that. Fucking 10% chance to fucking freeze me, and it does. Oh, Sevens, Crimson. You were meant to do a lot more in this fight. However, You leave the rest to the team. I hope they can help clutch up. That sucks, because he was literally made for this fight. I expected him to 1v5 this entire fight, and he got 10% frozen. It's gold. Gold's definitely faster, he just doesn't two-shot. Or she. Okay. It's gonna do another ice beam, I think. Oh, thank God, bro. Thank God it didn't freeze. Okay. Does she heal? She does not heal. Like, Lily is down. Okay. Okay, it's the second Galele. This one has Crunch, Icy Wind, and Ice Beam. I want to save my gold because of the last Walrein, her ace Pokemon. I'm hoping it could one-shot. But now that this one does not have Shadow Ball, I can bring in Indigo. No, I can't. It's got Crunch. I'm a fucking moron. Should just Ice Beam, though. It's going to Crunch. I cannot risk this Starmie. I cannot risk it. This Starmie is too fucking important. It's a very pivotal Pokemon for Drake. Crunch into Ice. Who's gonna take it? Sorry, Bark. You can take the Crunch, but you gotta do as much damage as you can before you die. I'm sorry. He Icy Wind anyway. That's crazy. I forgot they like to use speed. They love their speed control. That might actually matter. That speed drop actually might matter. That's crazy. That's how crazy that is. Prevents glitching. Oh my god, I'm a moron. I'm a moron. I can't fucking believe it. Oh my god, I just sent him to his death. Inner Flinch. Read the ability. You just... I can't even... I can't fucking think right now. Good damage. No flinch. It was unfortunate. You're actually surprisingly tanky. Do I risk crit here? Do I risk the crit to get a light screen? That way my Lanoon can do a lot of damage here. If it crits, I lose Indigo and probably the run. It's a 1 in 16. If I switch to Noon and it gets crunched, that may also be the end of the run. Just by it getting crunched, I think it's going to do a lot of damage. I think I have to risk the crit. Am I slower? It doesn't matter. It shouldn't kill me anyway. I'm actually faster. That means it might Icy Wind. Yes. Oh my god, that's big. Okay, now I'm for sure slower, meaning I cannot recover. However, light screen is up. I can go to Lanoon Crunch, which is halved because Dark is a special type. So good. Headbolt. Headbutt. I was thinking of two moves at once. Okay, it's lowering my speed. I headbutt again because it's going to heal. It's still halved because of the wall that we made. The light screen has worn off. I'm dead to random hit here. I think we sack. We sack, gold comes in, electric. Yeah, we have to. It's the only way we get out of this fight. Desert Mira. 07. You did your job. I wanted to take you to Drake, but I could not. Your sacrifice is not in vain. Thank you very much. Gold. Come in and shotgun his ass. We are not out yet. I really, really, really have to hope here. Walrein is a beefy motherfucker. I do not know if this is a one-shot or not. I have to hope that it's a one-shot. It's my only out. If gold dies here, we don't have an answer for Wallace, and it's probably the end of the run. I'm 5 levels up. It's weak to lightning. Yes! Oh, shit! Yes! 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 Oh, fuck. Okay. We got out of Glacia, but we got out with 3 deaths. That is going to haunt us. At this point, I have just lost half of our team. The reason I brought Crawdaunt and the reason I was so scared of this Elite Four member, everything I thought might happen actually happened. We still have Drake ahead of us. And not only that, we have Wallace, the champion of the Elite Four, to fight. And we only have 3 Pokemon. And it looks hopeless. I'm not gonna lie, chat. Our odds of winning are probably 25%. Glacia really put a damper onto our team. We lost half of our team. That would have been really important to lose later in the Elite Four, not now. But we cannot turn back now. We might not have the tools, but there's always a best strategy. With 3 of the members that we lost, they were all essential players against Drake and Wallace. So now I have to craft a new way to get rid of some of their Pokemon, because we no longer have our Pokemon that we're going to answer to those problems. Something that can help us here. And our only answers were to rely on luck. If these next 2 trainers did everything correctly, they would always win, unless luck decides something else. But we find our lines, and we continue. Do you know what is needed? If you don't, then you will never prevail over me. Okay. Okay. It was gonna protect. Linoon would have been able to do a strategy here, and probably wiped the entire floor. Oh, okay, that's big! That's big! That's big! I did not expect that! I thought it was gonna be a 2-shot. 3. Am I faster? I'm faster! I'm faster! Okay. Kingdra is the problem. However, if I know the AI, I'm almost positive that it's gonna keep pulling out the ones that are weakest to me first. Which is why Salamence is out. Salamence is hella fast. Will probably beat me in the tie. It is probably going to crunch me. Salamence has amazing attack. We don't have a play here other than just hoping that we live the crunch. I'm faster! Holy shit, I'm faster! Bro, do I have a special speed nature? I think it's minus defense. And again, it brings the Altaria out, which also is quad weak to Ice Beam. I cannot believe it. That was massive. He actually just brought out all 4 of the Pokemon that can die with Ice Beam. Now, we're going to see a situation we've seen pretty recently with the 9th gym leader, which is Indigo versus Kingdra. Kingdra, however, has Surf and Body Slam. On top of that, it's got Dragon Dance. So it's going to set up, attack and speed, and one-shot my entire team. This is not able to be stalled. I have to keep Ice Beaming. I have to hope this does a lot. I froze it! I froze it! I froze it! Okay. I need to do a little less damage so it doesn't get in potion range. Because if I Ice Beam, it's definitely going to potion. If I Thunderbolt, that might still be potion range. I didn't potion! I did it! I did it! I put it a hair out of the potion range so he didn't use a potion. That potion was a full restore that would have taken it out of the freeze. Bro, Indigo just solo Drake. We actually have a chance here. That Kingdra was the biggest problem. And suddenly, we are at the champion, the last roadblock that we have to pass.
Will we get the luck that we need to finish this Nuzlocke?
Welcome, Towel. That incident in Sotopolis City, that was superb work. Putting an end to that crisis all by yourself. Oops! It wouldn't be fair to say that you alone ended the crisis. You overcame that difficult situation by working as one with your Pokémon. We trainers raise Pokémon by giving them items and by teaching them new techniques for battle. But we ourselves also learn many things from Pokémon. And this is where your achievements are put to the test against what others like you have achieved. Now, who can most elegantly dance for their Pokémon in Hoenn? Show me right here and now. 3 against 6. Wailord, our first check of the battle. Our motherfucking gold has a nature that minuses its special attack. However, I am hoping and praying that Manetric's base is just so high and Wailord's defense is just so low. T-Bolt, please kill. This should kill. I'm talking like 95%. Wailord has a lot of health, but very low special defense. Yes, okay. The check 1 is done. Check 2, I am hoping the Gyarados comes in before the Whiscash. I was right. Oh my god, I'm getting this AI down. It intimidates me, but I'm using special attack moves. Does not matter. We Thunderbolt again. This will bring the Whiscash out. 2 Pokemon dead. However, the probably hardest Pokemon is coming up now. Whiscash. Our answer for this Whiscash has died to Glacia because of a mistake that I made. It is going to Earthquake. We swap into fucking Crobat. It did not Earthquake, it went for special defense boost. That's really bad and changes my whole strategy. All we have is physical moves. That's all we have. It's using Amnesia. The original plan was to bring Starmie out and use Psychics on it. That was the original plan. However, that's kind of thrown out of the water. This Whiscash has Hyper Beam. That shit is terrifying. We have to go for high damage. That is exactly as expected. Whiscash is very, very defensive. My Crobat, however, is also defensive. That is 52 damage. I do not die to crit here. It's a second Amnesia. Basically, my special moves will do absolute jack shit to this thing now. Also, on top of this, which is going to make this fight a fuck ton harder, he has 4 fucking full restores. As you can tell by my aerial ace damage, I don't believe I have anything here that can make it to where aerial ace kills before he does a full restore. I'm gonna hope that maybe Sludge Bomb can do something here. Okay, it's about the same damage. The poison actually doesn't matter. It's a bit too... not low enough. It's not low enough. Alright. Look how low that is, man. He's gonna heal. Crobat's probably gonna die here. Crobat's probably gonna die here. If I can get another poison, that'd be so nice. I got a crit. I got a poison. What's it gonna do? It's gonna surf me again. I shift. It's gonna use surf. Nice, okay, I resist it. The poison is going to tick him down, but not low enough to cause a full restore. That might be a little too low. That might actually cause a full restore. If it doesn't, please, just kill. Not even fucking close, holy Amnesia. The poison won't kill it. Fuck. Look at that shit, bro. I wonder if staying in with Crobat was the play. We're gonna heal. Using EQs on me now. It's probably gonna EQ me again, which means we just go back. Gonna use Earthquake probably. Yeah, there it is. Okay. We have to get another poison. Oh, we had to hope for a third poison on Sludge Bomb, which does not have a high chance of poisoning. Surf. I died a crit. If Periwinkle dies, we don't kill the Ludicolo. I can't lose him. But I might be able to lose Indigo. I don't know how, but Indigo needs to kill this. I really don't know how. It's my strongest move. Like, I have no other options. That's a crit. That's a crit! That's a crit! That's a fucking crit! Holy shit! Holy shit! Holy fuck. We're not out, but that might have done it. That might have just given us the way out. Who comes out? Ludicolo. Okay. This is super duper fucking scary. I kind of wanted this to be out when Crobat came out. However, it has Double Team and Leech Seed. We're probably just better off. It's gonna Giga Drain me. It's probably gonna Giga Drain me. Wait. No, I'm at 12 health. It's too low. It's way too low. It's way too low. Okay, I think we could lose Indigo here. I think Indigo can actually die here. We'd be okay. Indigo here. However, Indigo will not go out without a fucking fight. Oh shit, this special drop. Wait, this special drop is so big. That means that if we hit past the evasion, I think we kill. We hit. The special drop. Oh my god, the special drop just made that a 2 kill. Fuck. Oh my god. Is it Tentacle or Melodic? It's Tentacle. A poison type. Psychic should one-shot this. Oh, okay. Tentacle's a little too tanky. Sludge Bomb. We're okay here. Oh my god, we're so okay here. We're so okay here. We're so okay here. We're at the last Pokemon. Holy shit. I'm faster than Milotic. What can Milotic do? Ice Beam, Surf, Recover, Toxic. We are actually just gonna recover. We might not even need gold. Indigo might be able to take this out itself. If it Toxics, we're on a timer. Use Surf, what a fucking idiot. It must have saw a range. It must have saw a range and went for it. We are going to Psychic. Should do a lot of damage. Ooh, not nearly a lot. Okay, now we're Toxic. Now we're on a timer. This is okay. We need to do one more Psychic though. Toxic is poison that will do increasingly more and more damage. I did not mean to press Psychic, actually. I meant to go to Recover, but this is okay. That might be the range. I think Gold one-shots this now. Oh, Citrus. Okay, I'm actually glad I procced that. Do I think Gold can two-shot Milotic? Regardless, I have to go Psychic, because Thunderbolt will put her too low. There is a chance Thunderbolt... No, that's not even true. It's 190 versus what I've been doing, which is 25, 143. So it's 50 more power to use Thunderbolt, but that range, I just don't like it. I don't think Thunderbolt kills. I think Thunderbolt's going to cause it to use a potion whenever my boy comes out. It's Psychic. If we get a special defense drop. Okay, we did not get a special defense drop. However, I think that's the health range that makes it not use a potion. If Wallace uses a potion right now, we're kind of scared. Because I don't know if Gold does it. If it doesn't use a potion, we win. Yes! Oh my god! Holy shit. Oh. Oh my god, I'm about to pass out. Holy fuck. Okay, I gotta stop clicking at buttons. I've never been speechless before. No, bro, it's surreal, bro. I can't even think about it. The reason I feel this way right now, how it's so extreme, is because of the Glacia fight. That put me in a situation where I actually needed luck. Without the special defense drop and the critical hit on Whiscash, which, by the way, holy fuck. My Starmie would die there without a critical hit. And without the Starmie, I don't one-shot the Tentacruel. Without the Starmie, I don't put the Milotic into range so that Gold, my Manectric, can one-shot it. This is where we keep records of Pokemon that prevailed through harsh battles. It is here that the League champions are honored. Come on, let's record your name as a trainer who triumphed over the Pokemon League and the names of the partners who battled with you. And there it is, my first streamed Nuzlocke, and we found how to win. We did it. Our Pokemon did what they needed to do to clutch the victory for us. The luck that we needed, it answered. Like I said in the beginning, this was one of my craziest Nuzlockes. I've never had to fully rely on luck to make an answer for us. And the fact that not only was that our only out, it happened. It actually happened. I want to truly thank you all for watching. And I'm already in the works on my next Nuzlocke. Feel free to tune in at twitch.tv/towel, and I hope to see you all there. Thank you all for watching, and that is how I beat a hardcore Nuzlocke of Pokemon Emerald. Thank you guys again for watching.